Okay, good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? How are you? Good evening, online. Online, good evening. Super. So, hope everyone are doing good, online and offline, everyone. And it's really good to see you again all here after Diwali, right? I hope you enjoyed the festival, right? And I can see the class is full. It's really good. And also I should, as I always say this, I should really appreciate taking time and even after Diwali and then you join the classes. It's really good. And welcome back. Okay, so just wanted to ask, I already asked offline. So how many people are new today online? Just put me, me in the chat. Okay. All right. So there are so many people new here and offline. Can you raise your hands once again for me, please? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. Good. Okay. So those who are new, a warm welcome to the classes. Welcome to Naresh IT. And those who are new, if you know my name, it's good. So my name is Reyaz. People call me Reyaz Sir, having 18 plus years of experience. And I will be your AWS and DevOps trainer. Okay. And my old students already know that how we learn, how because we had a few classes already. And those who are new, as I'm saying, right, we already started a couple of days back, but those were just the basics that we are learning. We have not entered into any technical concept. Did we enter into AWS and DevOps? Yes or no? Back me up, my old guys. Yes or no? No. Okay, Nana? New people. Fine. So, new people, you just go ahead and then you just continue the class and you will get the recordings for this, that those who have missed it. Okay. Those who have missed, you can get the recordings whenever you have free time instead of watching Instagram reels. So just watch my recordings for a couple of 1 hour. So it should be fine. So to make you even more comfortable, I'll do a quick recap on what we have learned so that there are so many people new today, right? So because many people might have went for vacation and then freshly joined today. So with my old guy's permission, can I do a recap again today for the new people? Okay, Nana? Thank you very much for that, accepting my request. Okay, so those who are new, this is especially for you. Just doing a quick recap on what we have learned. Okay? So this course is all about how many parts? 3 parts, Nana. How many parts? 3 parts. Part number 1, we'll be learning complete on AWS. So, and again, I'm reminding you, the AWS that we'll be learning is not a basics, is not only few services. Pure complete solution architect certified AWS course will be doing it. Right? Generally, as I say, that is missing in everywhere. So generally what people trainers will do is DevOps with AWS, meaning they will concentrate more on DevOps and little bit on AWS. Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Let me ask frankly. Yes. So generally, but in my course, I'll be teaching you complete AWS course, which will help you to crack interviews and which will help you to crack the certification also on AWS. So that is part 1. After completing the part 1, you will be eligible to crack AWS interviews, AWS jobs. So this course is a jumbo pack for you, where this will help you to crack AWS jobs. This will help you to crack DevOps jobs. This will help you to crack AWS and DevOps jobs, everything. So part 1 is AWS. Part 2 is DevOps. Whatever we have learned in AWS, that we'll be learning a lot of things in DevOps, especially, do you know the tools that we're gonna learn? What are the main tools? Just roughly. GitHub, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Jenkins, Ansible, Maven, right? Apart from that, we'll be going with the DevSecOps also, right? DevSecOps, that also I'll be including it for security purpose like Trevi, OWASP. So that so many tools are available. And we'll be talking about all these things. This is part 2. And part 3 is we'll be learning part 1 AWS, part 2 DevOps, and how to implement DevOps in AWS is part 3. So this part 3 parts will be there in this entire course. Okay. So this will help you to easily crack your jobs. Okay, Nana? And also this course doesn't have any prerequisites. That meaning, sir, do I need to learn Java, right? Do I need to learn Python? Do I need to learn any other things? Nothing is required. And additionally, in this course, I'll be teaching you few days on Linux also, right? Many of the people, they're very good in where? In Windows, because in childhood, you're using Windows, right? But do you know Linux commands? No. If you know, that is good. If you don't know, I'm here to teach you from scratch. So small Linux commands also, right? I'll be teaching you. So this course includes AWS, DevOps with AWS, and also Linux. Okay, now? Super. So next, you can leave, Amit Shah. You can leave. This is not for you. Good to see you here. Which certificates we can achieve after doing this course? Tell me which certification you can get. AWS Solution Architect. So those are new. Those who are new in AWS, we have majorly, there are so many certifications are available, right? I told you there are 3 levels mainly. How many levels? Number one is foundational level. Second one is associate, and third one is professional. Okay. So foundational has a AWS certification called Cloud Practitioner. So practitioner is a very basic one. I don't recommend for you all guys to go and do Cloud Practitioner, because if you do Cloud Practitioner and go for interview, they will say, okay, bhai, enough, right? Yeah, you can. So basically, it's not recommended for Cloud Practitioner. What is the next level we have? Associate level. In associate level, again, we have 3 majorly. What are those? Solution Architect, Developer, and SysOps. These 3 certifications are there. So out of this, correct, Naveen. So out of these 3, guys, 95% of the companies will ask for which certification? Solution Architect, right? And then the next level is professional level. Professional level is majorly for highly experienced people, like more than 10 years people, they need to go for professional. But do we aim for professional or associate? Associate is more than sufficient. No professional is required. So professional, it's very rare chances people will ask, but associate is fine. So why I choose solution architect? Because solution architect covers so many services. If you have developer, you need to know development. If you're sysops, you need to know systems management. So solution architect will cover the how do we architect the entire infrastructure. So this solution architect will really helpful for the DevOps. For that reason, I chose AWS Solution Architect. As the first few days, we'll go with the first half, we'll go with the AWS, which will help you to clear Solution Architect certification. So the next part will be the DevOps, which will cover all the tools that I already told you before. And after that, DevOps, how do we include this tool inside the AWS, and what are the similar services of DevOps tools in AWS? Here we have Git. Here in AWS, we have code commit. Here we have Jenkins. Here in AWS, we have code build. Here we have Terraform. In AWS, we have CloudFormation. So like these equivalent services are also there in AWS. That also I'll cover. As I said, this is powerful jumbo pack. You are lucky. Okay, that's what because I just wanted to give really big. So for that reason, I started this here. Okay, no? Okay, so what about case will you cover? Can we cover? Yes, of course. Kubernetes is one of the important topic. No, so in coming future, it's all about Docker and Kubernetes mainly. So we'll be talking a lot about Docker also. We'll be doing a lot of Kubernetes also. After learning all these things, part 1, part 2, part 3, then we'll also do the projects. How many projects roughly I told? 10 projects. Nana, if you do 10 projects, you will definitely will get completely practiced of all real time or not. Whatever we'll be doing, everything is real time. How in real time we do the similar things that we'll be doing here. Okay. I know only one time. Which time? Real time. Right? So we'll be going to real time scenarios. Yes, Harish. Okay. Okay. So online people, I mean, no, those who are new is clear, Nana? For new people? New people, okay, na? I refer some mention they told that before DevOps we need to learn coding. Sir, you tell me, we know no coding is required. Do we need to learn any coding to learn DevOps first? No, nothing is required. Okay, Nana. So let me quickly recap on what we have learned in our last class. Okay, Nana? Right. So my old guys, let me, what do you call, test how good your memory power is. Okay, ready? Yeah? Okay, so fine. Yes, you can, Mohan. Yes, Kedar, you can do that. So let me open this first quickly. Okay. So do you remember on the first day what we have learned? Client server architecture. Especially new people try to listen carefully because my old people have sacrificed today's little bit time to recap on all these things just because of the new people, right? New people, please try to listen carefully. Okay, so client server architecture. So everything in AWS, we need to start with, not in AWS, any technology you take, first we need to talk about what? Client server. Everything in IT industry is all about client and server. What is a client? What is a client? Which request a resource. What is client? Which request a resource. So what is the example of the client that we took? Browser. What is that? Browser. And new people, recordings will be there. If you want deeper into it, go through that recording. You can easily understand. But I'm just doing a recap, quick recap. Okay, what is the client? Which request a resource. And what is the example of the client that we took? Browser. So what you did, you open the browser and you typed what? Google.com. So what are you doing? You're requesting or not? So anything which is requesting, we call it as client. So what is a client? Which request a resource. And if you're asking google.com, there should be someone who should be responding to that. No. Who is that guy? Server. What is server? Which respond to the resource. Simple. Now you understand what is client, what is server. What is client quickly? Which request a resource. What is server? Which respond to that resource. And if they want to communicate with each other, they both should be inside the same network. Without network, can two people can communicate? No. Okay. Now in the network, there are so many components are there. No. So all the components we call it as devices. What we call devices. So these devices can be either a client or a server. Either it can be a client or it can be a server. Now, how many types of client server architectures are there? 3 types. What are those? 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. So do you see this? 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. Okay. So now first one is 1 tier. In 1 tier, how many layers will be there? Only 1 layer. So in 1 layer, the same device is having client, the same device is having a server. Client and server, they both are in the same device. Let's say new people, see, you have a laptop, you have developed a website and accessing the website from your laptop. Can anyone from outside can access the website? No. If no one is able to access your website, what is the purpose of developing it? So that meaning client meaning the browser and the server, they both are in the same device. So is it good to be in same device? No, that's why I call it as 1 tier architecture is dead. We are not using it all. So the problem here is client and server, they both are in the same machine. Now what we do? Separate. What we do? Separate. So what are we separating? Client, server. We are separating. If you separate, which type of architecture that will be? Two-tier architecture. Very good. So in two-tier architecture, how many layers are there? Two layers. What are those? Client layer, server layer. Server layer. Okay. In client layer, we have so many browsers that is connecting from outside. Do we need to worry about the client layer? No. Everyone is accessing the browser, right? Everyone is accessing it. No one need to worry about this client. And now coming to the server layer. If we take server, what is there in the bottom? Hardware. If we take any machine, what is there in the bottom? Hardware. On top of it, operating system. On top of it, application and data. If you take any machine, first you have a hardware. On top of it, what do you have? Operating system. On top of the operating system, what we have? Application, database. Application can be developed in any language. And database, you can take any database. Now tell me, Nana, and what is the size of what is the capacity of the server here? 4 GB RAM. Application, database, they both are in the same machine. So that meaning, would you keep Tom and Jerry in the same room? What will happen? Right? So what will happen? They will fight with each other. Similarly, application is like a Tom and database is like a Jerry. So would you keep in the same server? Because application will tell to operating system, hey, operating system, give me 2 GB RAM. Database also tell to operating system, give me also 2 GB RAM. What does it contain total? 4. If this is asking to, the database asking to, what will happen to the operating system? Nothing. So what will happen here now? Fight will happen. Hey, I need 2 GB. Hey, I need also 2 GB. Application say I need 2 GB. Database also say I also need 2 GB. Fight will happen. When the fight is happening and the client is requesting, hey, give me the website. And then application say, hey, let me talk about database. Let's say, ho jana chahiye, right? So if they are fighting with each other here, who is the most affected person? Application will say, hey, tu ठहर और इसका देखेंगे first, right? So let me handle this. Let me complete this guy first, right? So client is the guy who is waiting. My application is not working. What is the complaint that he'll say? Application is not working. What application is doing inside? Fighting. You understand? So if the fighting is happening, your application will not work. And that's the reason why everyone will say server busy, service down, crash, hang, slow, all kind of Chinese language they will say. Yes or no? Server down, application down, not responding, hang, is busy, error, everything that you say. Because of what? Because of the fight. Fight is happening for what? For capacity. Yes or no? For the capacity. Okay. So do you recommend do you recommend keeping application database on the same machine? Answer is no. You cannot have application database on the same machine because of this performance issue. What we do now? Separate. We like separating, no? What we do? Separate. So if you separate, how many layers it will form? 3 layers. What are those? Client layer, application layer, database layer. We are separating client, application, database. We are separating. We'll say, Array, don't fight with each other. You be in the same separate room. That database, you be in the separate room. If we keep Tom and Jerry in separate room, any fight will happen here? No fight will happen. If there is no fight happening, then what is the result that you get? Good performance. What is that? Good performance. Yes or no? Yeah. And also we discuss about different types of environments. Remember? Let me ask you a question. Developer develops the code in which environment? Dev environment. Tester tests the code in which environment? Test environment. And customer will test the application which environment? Pre-prod. And customer uses the application prod. So there are different types of environments, but in DevOps, we always talk about dev environment, production environment, dev environment, production environment. Would you keep directly to the production environment anything? Don't worry. You should not put it, right? Because if something happens, client is the most affected person. For that reason, first you do testing in separate environment, develop in separate environment, and then push the code in the production environment. All these things we'll be learning practically in DevOps in coming days. Okay. Okay. So this is a two-tier. Nana, is it secure or not secure? Secure or not secure? Two-tier architecture is not secure. Why it is not secure? Because application and database, they both are in the same machine. Would you keep in your house your gold and then money in the same place? No, right? If some thieves comes, what will happen? He will take the gold also, he will take the money also. And if you separate it, only one thing will be lost. Yes or no? So that's the reason why we cannot. And what we do, we separate. So client layer we have separated here. And then we have here application layer and we have a database layer. So we have separated it. What is application server? What is that? Where the application is hosted is called application server. Fantastic. Where the application is hosted is called the application server. What is database server? Where the database is installed is called a database server. Simple. Okay. Now, clients will be connecting to the application server. Okay. Now, devices in the network communicate with each other using what? IP address and then host name. Fantastic. What is that? IP address and host name. Online, put it in the chat, Nana. Let it be very interactive as you always. Okay. And tell you one mantra for online people. Whatever the question that I'm asking, if you're answering it in the chat, that will stick in your brain. I'm telling you. Offline people, they will see my eyes and then I'll do Vasikaran. Okay, you can understand, but online people, so try to put everything in the chat so that the same thing it will replicate in your interviews. Whenever I ask the question, open the chat, answer, product, no problem. Put it like this. Okay, very good, Nana. Online. Okay, so devices communicate with each other in the network using IP address and then host name. What is IP address? So we are human being. Everyone have your own name, right? Everyone have your own name. And what is your identity? Your name. But let's say, for example, your name is Rajesh. So do we have multiple, another name also Rajesh, right? Yes. But how do you identify uniquely? Aadhaar card number. So like this, Aadhaar card number is a unique identification for a person in India. Similarly, what is the unique identification for a machine, for a device in the network? IP address. IP address is a unique identifier for a device in the network. Fantastic. What is host name? Name of the server is called the host name. Very good. Okay, Nana. Now, application server. Application server, would you keep it in public network or private network? Private. Why don't you put it in public? Because you have the code. Developer day and night has developed the code. Will you make it public? No, right? So you should not make it public. So application server should be in private. If it is in private, can customer from internet can access to the private servers? Private meaning private only. Can anyone can connect from outside? No. So for that reason, who will be there in between? Web server. Who will be there? Web server. What the web server will do? It will take the request from the customer, give it to the application server. So who will be in public network? Web server will be in the public. Application server should be in private because we have data inside it. Clear? So this is good for your production environment or not? Yes. Can you give me one example of web server? Here. Nginx. Say that. Nginx or Apache. Say that. Apache or HTTPD. All this will come under web servers. Okay. Application server. What is an example of application server? Tomcat. Say that. We will be talking about this Tomcat a lot in coming days because in DevOps, all our application will be hosted in Tomcat only. Okay. So Tomcat is a application server. Say that. Many people will ask, hey, Tomcat is a web server, application server? Application server. That's an interview question. Okay. So this is what we have learned in our first day. Okay, na? New people. Okay, na? Online? Here. New people. Okay, na? Online? New people. Okay? Super. Yes, Nana. Okay. In the next class, what did we learn? Don't worry about the diagram. I'll make you easily understand. Okay. So who is our Kumar? Kumar Verma? Absent. Where? Kumar is there, no? You are, no? Kumar Verma is there. Okay. So see, Kumar Verma, you become celebrity. Everyone online saying Kumar Verma. Okay. Fine. So, yeah. Good, Neeraj. Thank you. Okay, now, so let's take an example. We have our friend Kumar here. What he did, he opened the laptop, he opened the browser. Browser required two things all the time. What are those? Host name and then IP address. Let's say you open the browser and what did you type? Google.com you type. So browser is okay. It will take google.com, but browser will also asking for what? IP address. But do you know the IP address of Google? Or browser will say, hey, you give me the IP address, then only I'll move. But you tell that, Array, I don't know the IP address, Ray. You go and ask someone who? DNS. Who? DNS. DNS is the guy who remembers all the IP address. What is the full form of DNS? Domain name server. What is the definition of DNS? It keeps track of all host names and IP. It is like your phone book. In your mobile, you have phone book, no? Contacts. What you're writing? You're writing the name, mobile number. Do you remember the mobile number or name? Name, right? Do you worry about the mobile number? No. Here also same thing. We no need to worry about the IP address. You just put google.com. Google.com you remember. But do you remember IP address? Who will remember? DNS. Who will remember? DNS. This is a DNS guy. DNS will remember it. So now, browser require two things. What are those? Host name and then IP address. Good, Nana. Host name and then IP address. What are we providing? Host name. What are we providing? Host name. Good. But are we providing the IP address? No. Now the request will go and talk to whom? Local DNS. Without saying, tell me what is the path of local DNS? /etc/host. Very good. In every laptop, if you go to your C drive, Windows, System 32, and inside that we have etc folder, host file will be there, right? So in that, first request will go and check, array, etc host file, do you have the IP address of Google? Local DNS will say, no. Okay, don't worry. Let me ask other guy. So now request will talk to whom? RNS. Who is RNS? Root name server. What does RNS will do, Nana? Yes. So what is .com called? Excellent. What is that called? Top level domain. .org? Top level domain. .in? All these things, extension is there. No, all this we call it as what? Top level domains. What are these called? Top level. So this root name server will check, array, which top level domain that you are requesting here? .com. So root name server will redirect to which top level domain? .com. But if you're asking google.co.in, it will send to .in. If you're asking for government like telangana.gov, it will send to gov. Who will be redirecting all these things? RNS. RNS is a guy who will be redirecting everything, right? Okay, now the request went to the .com. Nana, in .com is a only, how many websites will be there in .com? Billions of websites, yes or no? Netflix.com, Google.com, Yahoo.com, Swiggy.com, Instagram.com, Naukri.com, Monster.com. Like this, there are so millions of .coms websites will be there. In that millions of websites, what is the website that we need? Google.com. But out of those millions of websites, how do we identify Google.com? Names are super much. What is that? Name server. Name server is the guy who will raise the hand and say, hey, Babu, hello. You want google.com? Come to me. Who am I? Name server. Yes, sir. Okay. Who am I? Name server. What is that? Name server. So name server will take you to SOA. What is the full form of SOA? Start of authority. So who has the IP address? SOA has the IP address. So now that SOA, that IP address will be given back to whom? Browser. Now browser has host name and browser also has a IP address. Online getting it, Anna? Browser also has host name, IP address. Google page will be in which company? Google company. Yes or no? So now request will go to which? Now request will go to where? Google. As I gave an example, new people, Anna, new people. I'll give the same example. If you want to go and meet some person in apartment, who will stop you first? Security guy, no? Watchman will be there. Security guy will stop and ask what? Who are you? Which baby is there? What? Who are you? Flat number. Where are you going? Whom you are meeting? Yes or no? We have only boys this side. That's why I rotated my head this side. Okay. So every which blog, which flat number, everything you will get notified. You will ask, right? Similarly, when the request is going to the Google company, who will stop first? Firewall. Does the request will go directly to the Google company? No. Who will stop? Firewall. What is firewall? Which stops unauthorized access to the network. Remember, easily. These are all interview questions. If someone asks you what is firewall, what do you say? Don't put the hand. He will scared that you will slap him, right? So here is what you need to do. What is that firewall? Which stops unauthorized access to the network. Firewall will either allow, firewall will either deny. Yes or no? Watchman, what he'll do? If everything information is correct, he will send you. If the information is wrong, he will block you. He will hold or deny. Similarly, here also, firewall is there, no, in the Google company. What the firewall will do? Either allow or deny. What it is allowing, what it is denying. Now tell me, what is the URL that you put in the browser to access Google? http://google.com. What is that HTTP called? What is that called? Protocol. What is this called? Protocol. Do you remember I told you? Let me ask this question. Which is the protocol to connect your websites not securely? HTTP. Which is the protocol to connect your application securely? HTTP. Which is the protocol to connect to the Linux machines? SSH. Which is the protocol to connect to Windows machines? Nice, yeah. Right? What is the port number of HTTP? 80. HTTPS? 443, not 143. Remember, right? Next one, SSH 22. RDP? Yeah, super. Guys, I'm impressed. If you are able to answer like this till end of the course, why will not get you jobs? Yeah, easily. You have number of things in your hands. The only thing is you need to get opportunity. That's it, right? I will make you like a rocket till end of the course, right? So this is my promise, right? But the only thing from you is you need to be regular to the class and 1.5 hour concentration. That's it. Concentration is enough. No need to do any revision. Okay. When we go to DevOps, DevOps is all about practice. There we'll do. I'll take care of everything. Okay. Just listen carefully. Nice, Nana. So which is good? HTTP is good. HTTPS is good. HTTPS is good. Okay. So now firewall has allowed because, okay. Just tell me, and all the information in the network is traveled in the form of data packets. What does the data packet contain? Information or data. So this data packet is coming, it is going. And who will stop? Firewall. Firewall will stop and say, hey, Babu, where are you going? Hello, hold on. Where are you? Where are you going? Who are you? First of all, I am coming from Kumar Verma's laptop. Okay. What do you want? I want Google page. Which protocol you're using? HTTP. Good. Is it good? HTTP is what the firewall is telling here. Allow only HTTPS. If it is HTTP, it will block. So all this blocking will be done in which level, Nana? Firewall. This is an interview question. Okay. Okay. Now, so HTTPS. Assume that you are using HTTPS. Now the firewall will say allow or not. Firewall will nicely put the flower garland on the request and say, Ajav, come in. Rara, come. Okay. Or inside, Randira, right? So come here inside and then it will allow. Okay. Once the request has allowed inside and request will see how many web servers? Multiple web servers. If you have multiple web servers, is it our request will get confused or not? Do I need to go for first one, second one, third one? Confused. For that reason, what we'll put in between? Load balancer. What is load balancer? Which will distribute the traffic to across multiple servers. Fantastic. Remember, Sri is selling. What is that steps we learned? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What is that 1, 2, 3? Round robin method. Let's say I'm the load balancer, right? So these three papas are here, right? So now if someone is requesting anything for me, the request first I will send to whom? First girl. Second one? Second. Third one? Fourth? First. Fifth? Second. Sixth? What is this called? Round robin method. That's why I say 1, 2, 3. Again 1, 2, 3. This is called what? Round robin method. That is the load balancer. That is what done here? Load balancer. Fine. So now, load balancer allows the traffic. Sai Manideep is saying, sir, once again, what 1, 2, 3? Those are dance steps. So 1, 2, 3 meaning here, let me open this and say, okay, see here, everyone, those are new people. So let's say, for example, I have put one server here. I have application inside it. How many servers are there? You tell me first, is it good to keep only one server? Is it good to keep one server? No, because why? Why? So your mind is getting triggered now, right? If you have only one server, if that one server goes down, your application will also down. So what is that called? The concept we call it as high availability. What is that? High availability. That concepts are coming in next days, right? So your application should be highly available. What's that? I'll teach about this topic separately, but just to make you understand about high availability, can you tell me now, what is high availability? Which is highly available. Which is highly available. Can you tell me Google is highly available? Yes or no? Instagram? Yes. Yahoo? Facebook? And IRCTC? Yes. SBI Bank? You're saying, right? So what is that? Is it highly available? Whenever you open at 12 o'clock SBI website, right? So let's say, okay, if you go to SBI Bank, they will say lunch break, that's fine. But the thing is, but whenever you open website of SBI at midnight, 12 o'clock, sir, by the way, why are opening SBI at midnight, 12 o'clock? Huh? Right? Just example I'm saying, right? So it will be in maintenance. Or sometimes server, when you're doing the Google Pay, always it says server down. Nana, the service is not available for you. Yes or no? That is called downtime. What is that called? If the service is available, high availability. If the service is not available, downtime. What is downtime? Simple. If the service is not available, it is called downtime. If the service is always available, it is called high availability. Now you tell me, In future, you'll be working in companies. In future, you'll be working in companies, right? And you will be deploying the applications or not? You will be managing the applications or not? That application for your customer should be highly available or not? So that application should be highly available. And how do you architect the high availability applications? We'll be learning in this class, in this course, right? So your application should be highly available. If any servers down also, customer should have the application running all the time. Doesn't matter. Whatever you do in the backend doesn't matter. For us, Google should work. Assume Google is down for half an hour. Will not affect you. Let's say Instagram is down for half an hour. How much free time that you get? Yes or no? Everyone will start shouting, Instagram is down, 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 right? So if the Instagram guy doesn't want to make it down, he should use what? High availability architecture. What is that high availability architectures that we will be learning in coming days? Okay. Okay. See, no, that's why we will not put one server. How many servers we need to put? Minimum. Why 3? Minimum to minimum, you need to have 2. If one goes down, another will take care. What is that? If one goes down, another will take it. That is called failover. What is it called? Failover. What is that called? If one server goes down, other server will take the charge. What is that called? Failover. All these things will coming days are there. Okay, don't worry. I'll talk about that later. So here we have 3 servers, Nana. Now request, but the thing is it good to give 3 IP address, 3 URLs to the customer to access the application? No, right? Let's say you have facebook.com. Is it good Facebook told to use these 3 URLs to access the Facebook? What you need is nice name. What you need is nice name. So if you need, what you need to put here? Load balancer. What you need to put? Load balancer. What is load balancer? Request if someone umar.com. If someone type umar.com, first request will go to whom? Load balancer. Load balancer will take the request and then redirect. Okay, see here, listen carefully. I'm asking one question. Load balancer takes the request and redirect to the application server. Somewhere you heard this definition, no? Which takes the request, redirect to the application server. What is that called? Super. What is that called? Web server. Yes or no? Now, web server is replaced with the load balancer in AWS. Web server is replaced with load balancer. We can have our own web servers also, no problem. But that you need to maintain, no? You need to maintain, you need to manage everything. But load balancer is completely managed by AWS. We'll learn all these things, but to just make you comfortable, I'm telling all those things. Okay? Someone asked. So, and then the request will go to whom first? First server. Okay, let me. Manideep or someone asked, right? Okay, now someone hit customer 1 hit umar.com. Load balancer will take the request. Okay, Manideep. And the request will send to whom? First server. And second guy access. Request will send to second. And third one, third. And fourth request, first. Fifth request, second. Sixth request, third. And this is called round robin method. That's why I said 1, 2, 3. Again, request will go to 1, 2, 3 like this. Okay, Manideep? Nice. Yeah. Is it clear? Super. Okay, so now the request is going to where? Web servers. From load balancer, the request will go to where, Nana? Web servers. And from web server, now you can ask, sir, you have load balancer, no? But why you also have a web server? It's our wish. If you want to put it. Otherwise, no need. Right? This is based on our architecture. So web server, from web server, it will go to app server. App server will go to DB server. And DB server back to app server. App server back to web server, load balancer, firewall, and then browse. Then you will get Google page. Then you will get Google page. This is what it is happening in the backend. Whenever you type, not only Google, Any website you type, this is the entire process. Now you might ask, sir, you might ask, sir, every time it will go to the same process. Huh? You typed google.com. For every time, will it go to the same process? Okay, now tell me. First time, okay, there is a one website which you are accessing it for first time. First time it will be slow. If you second time it will be faster or not? Why? Cache. Why? Cache. Everything it will be cached or not? So whatever the IP address that you are using, it will be cached in all the DNS servers. So next time it no need to, of course, it will go here and then get every time. But the thing is, this one will not be every time. It will be cached. It will be cached. Clear? Does the web server has LB server by default? Yes. How load balancer know how load balancer know and maintain all the server IPs and route the traffic? So Sai, we will be attaching these servers to the load balancer. That is the reason why load balancer knows how to send the traffic. Does the server yes cast? Who decides is it HTTP or HTTPS? Good. So generally, guys, the next topic that I'll be teaching you is, now you tell me, Nana, HTTP, HTTPS. How important that topic is? Is it very important or just a normal topic? I would say very, very, very important. Till now, what you know is, what is the full form of HTTP? Good, tell me. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Good. What is HTTP? Protocol. Okay. Everything is protocol. Can you tell me what is the definition of HTTP? Experienced people? Basics. Yes or no? If you don't know about HTTP completely, and if you don't, okay, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? We know that as it is having at the end, yes, so that's why we call it as secure. But why it is secure? Secure meaning what? Basics. You understand? You understand, right? So some experienced people knows this already. That because we'll talk about all these things. Secure, not secure. What is the difference between these HTTP, HTTPS? What are the protocols it contains? What is a protocol? What exactly HTTP will do, right? And what HTTPS will do? Everything that we'll be learning it in tomorrow's class itself. Because I would say HTTP is super, super important. Okay, I'll cover that specially in a separate class about the protocols. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in our last class. I mean, in previous classes. New people, okay, na? Clear? New people, say thank you to me. Because, and you should say thank you to my old students, everyone, so that they waited this entire class for this, right? Good. Ramesh, I'll start that separately for your batch another time, okay? Not this time. Yeah, this is both. Okay, online, do not leave the class until I say, okay? Okay, this time I'll take questions from you. So many people having so many questions, technical, non-technical, everything. I would like to take all the questions so that I want you to clear all the basic questions in your mind. Any questions that you have, please ask. Please ask. I'm open to, it's open, the platform is open. So any kind of questions you can ask me now. Okay? So technical, non-technical, anything, online and offline. Okay. Ooh. Answer is yes, Ravi. What is the duration of this course? Sir, I have completed. Should I join this class? No, Prasanna. Prasanna, wait. Guys, those who are my old students, again, I'm saying AWS students, those who have completed. First, remember, guys, generally, first you need to learn, you tell me, First, you need to learn AWS or DevOps. Pakka, 100% you need to learn AWS. So my previous batches, so all AWS they have completed. They are waiting for the DevOps. But here, many of the people asked me, sir, please combine AWS and DevOps. So that's the reason I combined, and you guys are here. So my old students, I'll be starting a separate DevOps class. You please wait until then. Maybe in a few weeks. Complete present now. Okay. What is the duration of the course? You tell me. Less than 100 days. It can be 90 days also. But the thing is, we'll go very slow. Aram say we'll do it. But you should not spend more time with me, because you need to complete the course and then get the jobs. If you are with me for half a year, right, it's not good for you, right? So, but I would say maximum 100 days. It can be 90 plus or minus. Okay. But if you are going very slow, be depend upon how you are catching the topic. Okay. So you take the 10 days buffer. That's okay. Yeah. Class timings are 5:30 to 7. Yeah, 5:30 only, right? 5:30 to 7. Okay, Nana. So how load balancer identify the request and on which server need to send the request? It is used every time round robin. Yes, it uses every time round robin beneath. Teja, I just joined today, sir. What is the course fee and syllabus? I'm not doing coding. I'm not getting interested to do coding. So should I do this AWS and I did the just a small company as network admin where I did installing over. Yes. Teja, welcome to the class. Okay. So those many people, those who don't know, there's those, I would not say who don't know. There are many people, they don't like coding, to be honest. Some people likes coding, some people they hate coding. But the thing is here, if you don't want to go to the coding side and non-coding side, the best technology for next 10 years would be AWS and DevOps. I would not say DevOps doesn't contain any coding. Yes, DevOps contain coding, but limited part. The rest are all tools. How do we manage it? There is a tool called Terraform. Which one, Nana? Terraform. Terraform requires coding, but you don't need to sit in front of the laptop and start coding everything by your hands. No. The templates are already available. You should know how to use the templates. For that reason, many people will get scared. Oh, Terraform, I need coding, sir. Now, if you do multiple projects, can't you change the, can't you take the code, cut, paste it somewhere, modify based on requirement? Can't you do that? Easily you can do it. No, I'm not asking you to do coding from scratch. No, nothing is like that, not is required. But you need to understand where you need to modify the code and how does the code work. You should know that. That I'm there to teach everything for you. Okay. So Teja, so for you, if you are a network admin, 100% the next goal, the career path is AWS and DevOps only for you. Just go ahead, Teja. So I have recapped all the things that we have learned before. From tomorrow, we'll be continuing the normal classes. Okay. And thank you once again. I'm not leaving the class. Okay. Thank you, my old students, once again for having the patience today. So because you waited today for the new people to recap the topic, and tomorrow we'll continue the regular topics. Okay. But it's good revision for you also. No. Yes. Sir. Yeah. Yeah. Next. AWS, Harish is saying AWS consists code. Answer is no. So I would say that AWS 100% no coding. No. AWS also has a, see one, put it in your brain once. Every technology contain coding. Every technology will contain coding. There is no technology you can say that no coding. No. But the limitation, the limit of the coding is very, very less here. Okay. If you go to Java, Python, all, it's pure coding. But here it is only 10% coding. And that 10% also, it is not pure coding. You just need to reuse the code, modify that. I'm just making you convenience to modify the code, but sometimes you need to little bit write it, but everything is available. You just need to use it. Okay, Nana? Okay, remember that. So, senior, I have a copy to another one, but I learning it. Okay. Sajid. Yeah, hi Reyaz. It's my first class. May I ask, are you going to teach DynamoDB and S3? Yes, that is a very core concept, Pritham. That the core concepts. S3 will cover so many days, and DynamoDB also will be covering. We'll be doing project also on those two. Pritham, okay? Sudhakar, don't worry. We'll talk about that again, okay? Now, web server is replaced with load balancer, I said. What is the load balancer will do? It takes the request and redirect to the application server. That is normal definition. But actual definition of the load balancer is what? Which distribute the traffic to the multiple servers. What are those servers meaning? Application servers. Distribute the traffic meaning what? Takes the request and redirect. So load balancer definition is that. Web server definition also is that. Web server load, but load balancer in AWS is completely managed by AWS. But web server, we need to manage it. We need to install Nginx, we need to install Apache, we need to configure by ourselves, everything. We'll do all this. Yes. I want to go AWS as well. So Sajid, if this is your first class, first go with AWS and DevOps. And that is how I'm doing in this course. First, we learn what? AWS. Once you're comfortable with it, how to automate that AWS is through DevOps. Our mentors experience, if you there, how much experience you have? Our mentors experience, if so, how much they are experiencing? Mentors, okay, as I said, mentors are also available. So online and offline. So when I do some project, when I do some assignments, what I do, I'll do the project in front of you. And the project is a collection of tasks. Individual task, I'll do everything here. And the task I'll ask you to repeat. I'll give the assignments. And every day you need to complete that assignments and come back. Don't worry, that assignments also I'll inject in your brain. You just need to remember. And that too, I said, when you are enrolling for this course, go with the recordings. It is best for you because you can recheck it. So whenever you get a doubt or whenever, if you know how sir did the project, and then you can just go through it once. While after doing that project also, if you have any questions, so our mentors are available 24, from morning 9 to evening 6. So you can just come here in the third floor, offline people, you can sit with them and they will help you to resolve everything. Online people, you also get online help. So mentors will also available online so that you can check with them and then complete the things. Okay. Ramesh, wait for that, Ramesh. Okay. We need to check that, Vishnu. So I'm going to I completed BTech EC. Is it right choose to AWS with DevOps? Yes, Naresh. So Naresh has joined Naresh IT. Okay, so yes, Naresh. So guys, doesn't matter about in BTech you are a civil engineer, mechanical engineer, ECE, CSC, whichever it is, doesn't matter. So this course is for, remember everyone, those who are non-IT students, if you are a ECE or EEE or civil or mechanical or any from the different background, if you wish to come to IT side, the best technology at the moment in the market is AWS and DevOps. Doesn't matter which technology, which domain you are. Okay, if you want to move to IT, this is the best. Yes, all these paints that I'm drawing, right? And everything will be available in your Google Classroom. I'll upload all this material in Google Classroom. So those who have already enrolled, so you will get the Google Classroom access. All the material will be available over there. Shashank, yes, Shashank. Good. There are so many my existing people are there. Huh? Sir, I have a front end. Madhukar Misra, congratulations. And I would say that, I'm sorry for congratulating, but thing is, congratulations that you have joined this course. And I'm very happy that you are very much interested. Just continue it and you will get the job soon because you are already, you're having 6+ years of experience that you are a front-end developer. Vishnuvardhan, it's more than enough. Sir, I'm big fan of your classes. Okay. It's written there. I'm not saying by myself. Okay. Okay, that is private. Thank you, Vishnu. My question about certification, will please answer. After the solution, can we go with DevOps certification of complete course? Yes, you can. But DevOps certification that if you are interested in doing Terraform certifications and you can, but I'm not guaranteeing that. But here I would guarantee for AWS solution architect certification, to be honest. But I'll give you how much years of experience? 3 years of experience I can give. Nice. Can we get the other real explore more? Yes, Kishore will help you on that. Do we get support from Naresh Shetty when we are actually working in office projects? Avinash, so that is you're asking for the support. I don't think so. This is for learning purpose. Sudhir, just click on showing external site. No, click on that to continue. It will work. Recording lectures available. How much time? Okay, Sai. So for 6 months, your recordings will be available for how many months? 6 months. If you enroll for recording, this recordings will be available for 6 months. Okay. Okay, good. Which branch offline classes are going mowing? Amirpet branch. Kishore, there are many, Nana. Kishore, there are many. Need to put little bit more, Sai, just little bit more. I'll be completing maximum things, but certification point of view, I'll try to help you on there. Okay. Okay, any WhatsApp group for us separately? Everything will get created in coming days. Okay. So did I answer all your questions online? Any other questions? RNS is on which machine? Local remote. That is from organizations. We no need to worry on that, Harshal. Okay. Sir, I have taken you have right. Enough, Nana. Vishnuvardhan, enough. Madhu, you there? Can you put the information about your details and the course details? People are asking. Is this native DevOps or AWS DevOps? It will cover both. Sajdi. We'll cover the native DevOps also. We'll cover with AWS with DevOps, part 3. Vinith, you can check with the Madhu. Okay. So guys, Madhu is your batch admin. Any kind of fees related or recordings related, anything related, non-technical things, you can reach with him. And please go through that information that Madhu has posted now. It contains his Madhu, put your phone number also. Sir, it is completing. Now I am studying a regular degree. Yes, it is, Nana. Raju, it is good to be there. How the bill will come once we do practice after Peter expired. That is depend upon the resources that you have created. Sri is asking, sir, how I told you that AWS will give you how many years free? 1 year free. After 1 year, how much bill I will get? It's purely about how much you use. I'll tell that today, for example, I'm giving you an AC and I said 1 year free for you, no bill. And I'm asking, now you're asking me after 1 year, how much I'll get? How much you'll get? How much you have used, that much you will get. Simple as that. Okay. Yes, that will be also covering. Harish, cost optimization also will cover. Do we need to have laptop along with us from tomorrow's class? Not required, but laptop is mandatory for this course. Otherwise, where do you do all the projects and assignments, right? Okay, sir. Edite. Sir. Naveen, so of course you need to do that, right? Yeah. We will cover Kubernetes. Yes, Sajdi will cover Kubernetes also. AWS billing topics also will be covered. Kishore. From which session onward laptop is required? I'll tell you from which. But you need to clear on the basics first, no? Let us clear the basics first, then we'll go for the practicals. Okay, Nana? All right. After completion course, we crack certification. Yes, you can. All right. Okay. So I think I have covered all your questions. Will the class will be start sharp 5:30 or little late? To be honest, it will start by 5:35 or 5:40, 5:35, and first 10 minutes it will be shootout rounds. That meaning recaps, right? I understand because many of the online experienced people, they have offices till 6 o'clock, right? So no problem at all. So you just join at 6 o'clock. By the time we just started the class. Okay. Okay, Nana. So tomorrow we'll be entering into very important topics of protocols, which is very important. Tomorrow we'll start the protocols topic, right? And you're completely clear on whatever we have learned till now. New people, okay, Nana? Good. Online, can we give final CC for today, please? CC with smile. Smile is important, okay? Big CC. Thank God, not big C, no? Big CC. Yeah. Don't miss the class tomorrow, okay? And I'll be taking all your questions. And by the way, online people, if you want to talk to me, this is my mail ID. Yeah. trainerreyaz@gmail.com. So if you are shy asking any question here, you can always mail me, right? I'm happy to reply. Okay, Nana. So that is all for today. Let's connect tomorrow with the next powerful topic. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Don't miss the class. Please be on time. Good night.